you know, when I take a look at my trucking career and I look at all the decisions that I've made, emotional decisions, impulsive decisions, I look at the flip-floppiness, or company hopping, as what I learned the official term is. And I just can't help but ask myself, man, like, is this really the career for me? You know what I'm saying? And it may sound like a, like a clickbaitish type of subject, but I mean, I gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really have to sit back and ask myself this question, because the reality is that trucking really isn't for everybody. I mean, there's guys out here who make this industry and this position, this lifestyle, they make it seem really, really easy. You know what I'm saying? Really, really easy. But the reality is, man, that it isn't, everyone isn't built for this type of job, or this type of career, or this type of lifestyle, whatever it is that you want to title it. Everybody just ain't built for this. They just not. Whether you local, OTR, regional, whatever. It's just, this is different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with me being as inconsistent as I have been in my trucking career, man, sometimes I gotta sit back and I really do have to, like, have a conversation with myself, like, you know, you done bounced around a lot. Like, is this really what you should be doing? You know? And I know, like, the trolls and, you know, and the haters or whatnot, you know, they just want me to quit just to quit. But, like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm going to quit, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys and tell you it hasn't crossed my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. It's like I choose a path, whether it's local or lease op or the port, or, you know what I'm saying, a glorified company driver, and I be so committed to that in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, the emotion be strong, and I, in my mind, it's just like, you know, the way I feel, it's okay, this is gonna be it right here. You know what I mean? Every position I went to, I felt like that was it. Like, you know what I mean? When I went to CRST, I just didn't know any better. I just wanted to get my CDL. When I went to Trans Am, I was like, yo, okay, this seemed like a, you know, I was naive, of course, you know, but, you know, it started really with Abilene. When I went to Abilene, it was just like, oh man, this the company, you know what I'm saying? And some of that goes to the rumors or the reviews that you get from other drivers about companies. So when I went to Abilene, man, it just seemed like that was the greatest company on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? And then Swift, you know, it was just like, man, I thought Swift was bad. So this is actually a great company. Swift is a great company. Don't get it confused. But then I started leasing, and I'm like, oh man, it's the greatest thing. Then it was like, okay, I want to go home. I went to the port. Oh man, I could be home. So it's just like, again, I really believe it come back to my emotions. I really do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I think my emotions, like, if I allow them to keep going crazy, can derail my career no matter what I decide to do. But it's just like, I don't know, man. You know, somebody commented on one of my videos, and I'm not gonna be the YouTuber to act like I don't read my comments. I read damn near every comment for the most part, unless it be one of them. Like, some of my videos be having like 200 plus comments. I'm not reading all that. But for the majority of the time, I say about 80% of the time, I'm trying to read all my comments. But someone has said something to the effect of, what did they say? God, dog, I just had it on top of my head and I forgot it. Damn, I lost it. I'm sorry, y'all. Wow, that kind of screwed that momentum up. What did I just say? Wow, I really lost it. Like, that's freaking crazy. It'll come back to me. But the point that I guess I was trying to make was just like, just with my inconsistent ways, man, it's just like, this industry may just not be for me. Oh, you know what? I remember what I was saying. Someone said something to the effect that because of the shortage in trucking, that I'm allowed, or drivers are allowed to hop from companies because all these companies need drivers. You know what I'm saying? So what they kind of was saying was, if it wasn't a driver shortage, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? And they was pretty much trying to say that I would be screwed. You know what I'm saying? That if it was a shortage in drivers, I would have been out of this industry. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been so inconsistent. Like with other industries, man, the job hopping that I've done, man, they would look at my resume like, nah, we cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, for me to want to grow the way that I want to grow in this industry, man, I be having to have those conversations with myself, like, what are you doing? You said this, you say that, you say this, you say that. You have a great deal of people, you know, almost 3,300. So shout out to all my subscribers. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But you have a great deal of people who watch you, and despite what you may say, are looking for information from you. But you just sitting up here and you doing this, you doing that, you all over the place. And it's just like, man, you really need to be in this position to be giving out this information or be giving out this experience, or just be on a public platform, because you really ain't the best role model. I have those moments. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know, I have those moments where it's just like, yo, trucking just might not be for you, dude. You looked at it as some quick money. You didn't look at it long term. You just looked at it as a quick come up, which I did. And now you're getting to that point where the emotion, because see, the thing is, when you start something, the emotion is there. The emotion is high as hell when you start anything. So when you know you are serious is when that emotion wears off, that excitement wears off, and then now it mellows out. Now it's just like, okay, the emotion is gone, or the excitement, the adrenaline of starting something new has wore off. Now you really see if that's what you really want to do. It's almost like dealing with like relationship and people. Like when you first get with a female or a male or whatever your preference is, when you first start, you know, the first 90 days, y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's exciting the first 90 days. But after them 90 days, when you 4 or 5 months, 6, 7 months, now it's really like, okay, do I really like this person? Or was I just excited to be with them? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go into too much detail, because that, I don't wanna, yeah, that could go left, because I really wanna say I really wanna make it graphic, but I don't want to at the same time because of the monetization of this video. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, sometimes I think that. But on the flip side of that, sometimes I'm like, man, you know what? It's like always, I'm just bleeding on the table. I'm just showing people, like, everybody. I feel like it's a lot of guys out here and girls on YouTube who sell false images. You know, who try to perpetrate this almost perfect trucking lifestyle that really ain't what's really going on. And I feel like what my channel is just showing you the truth. You know what I'm saying? How, you know, trucking ain't always gonna be consistent. It ain't always gonna be somebody going to a company, staying there for 5 years and doing this and doing that. Sometimes it looks bad like this, but that don't mean that I can't recover. That don't mean that I still can't have a prosperous career. It just shows you that in this industry, you can come in, have some bumps in the road, and still find your way. Look, I still haven't found my way, but I do believe that I'm going to find my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe that with consistency and discipline, I can have a prosperous career. I do, you know what I'm saying? So I don't ever see me quitting trucking. I just don't, man. Like, I just really couldn't see me doing anything else, to be honest with you. If I'm gonna be 100%, what am I gonna do? Go back to the warehouse? No thanks. No disrespect to those who work in the warehouse, but nobody who ever elevates or upgrades want to go backwards. Me going back to the warehouse will be backwards. I don't have no degree. I don't have no trade. So it's just really trucking is all I got right now as far as finances go until I start other businesses, which is why trucking, as D-Raj would say, is a gateway to bigger and better opportunities. But it's just like, I can't afford to quit trucking, to be honest. I brought my family too far. I'd be a failure to them. I mean, right now, you know, I wouldn't call myself a failure to my family just because, you know, I've been inconsistent with my jobs, but the money really never stopped. Have I cost myself some money? Absolutely, with the inconsistency and job hopping. But we haven't gone all the way back to where we were before I got my CDL. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the point that with the trucking shortage being what it is, it gives me the quote unquote leniency to do that. Whereas if it was another industry, yeah, that probably would affect my family, so it might be a different mindset. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, I just things I just think about. Things I think about, man. It's just, I have to get it together. I have to decide what I want to do. I have to stay committed to it. And once the emotion and the adrenaline of the new opportunity like this one wears off, I have to stay consistent with it after that. I do believe that if I continue the trends that I'm going, or the trends that I'm following, the things that I'm doing, that I could possibly end up ruining my truck career and having no choice but to quit, because I probably won't be qualified for anything unless I go back to a mega carrier, which is nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to be the 10-year vet at the mega carrier unless I'm, you know, the top, you know what I'm saying, at the top of that, like, you know, getting special treatment or shit like that. So, long story less long, man, I kind of just talked all over the place, you know, but I don't think that I'm to the point where I should quit. Actually, I actually think I'm to the point where I'm in a perfect position to rebound. I do. I think I'm in a perfect position to turn all this around and to keep pushing forward. It's just a matter of, am I gonna do it or not? We're gonna keep going on this trend of blaming everybody else and hopping and running and doing all this. We're gonna get focused and we're gonna make it happen. It's just that simple. So I don't know, I guess we'll find out, man. Y'all gonna, you know, I hope you continue to watch my journey. I don't try to act like I'm perfect. I don't try to act like I got it all figured out. I just show y'all what I go through and show you what I'm thinking. And tonight is one of the nights I've been thinking a lot. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's just what it is, man. It's one of those, this would be an all-black video if it was on my old channel. Just late-night conversations. That's all it is. So, but as always, man, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, truck, and check your next video.